What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I just got back from the DMV today to register my kayak, and I kind of just wanted to make a quick guide for anyone that wanted to register their kayak, their used kayak, or their new kayak. Tell you guys what you guys need to bring, what documents you need, how much everything is going to cost. I'm going to do a really quick and simple guide for you guys. So let's get into it. I'm going to break it down into three sections: what you need to look for when you buy your kayak first, and then what you're going to need to bring with you to the DMV, and then how much all that's going to cost. Buying a new kayak, you're going to get a certificate of origin. I believe that's what it is, manufacturer certificate of origin. You're going to get that when you buy your kayak off the rip. It'll tell you your whole number, how much you paid for everything, the maker. It'll have all the signatures and the day you purchased it. If you're buying a used kayak, I would highly suggest asking whoever it is that you're buying it from for their whole number so you can run a report on it, just like how you would if you're buying a used car. You can get a Carfax kind of thing for your kayak. I use a service. I'll link it down below. I don't really remember what the specific website name was, but I'll link it down below. I just ran the whole number and it told me if it was already registered, if it was registered in any other states, if it had any issues with it before or any liens on it. You want to do that before you buy your kayak just to make sure that there's nothing funky going on, because as much as once you put a motor on a kayak, it's not a kayak anymore, it's a boat. So you want to make sure that there's no funky business going on with that. So if you're buying your kayak new, you're going to be getting that certificate of origin with a new signature on it. But if you're like me, I went out and bought a used kayak. The person that I bought it from didn't have the statement of origin, so I had to go out to Bonafide and ask for one. So this is where the mishaps happen. I asked for a certificate of origin. They sent me a photocopy. So I went to DMV, started all this stuff up, and then the lady at the front desk was like, "Hey, this is a photocopy. We can't use this." So I waited 2 hours in line just for her to tell me that she couldn't do anything about it, and I'd have to come back with a wet signature document. So I had to reach out to Bonafide again, and I asked them for a wet signature. They sent it back to me 3 days later, and yeah, I was able to register this kayak. Aside from your statement of origin, you're going to need two more documents. That's going to be the Boat 101 registration form and a statement of facts document. The Boat 101 form is just going to have your name, number, address, everything about the boat, the motor that you're putting on, etc. You just got to fill it out as well as you can, and then you can bring it over to the DMV, and then they'll help you fill out the rest of it. The statement of facts, there's only two sections you need to sign, and that is G and H. G is basically asking you what you want to do. So what I put in that section was literally, I want to put a motor on my kayak. And then H is just a signature and a date. I don't know if it's specific to the person that you talk to at the DMV or if they're all just cool about it, but I don't have the motor yet for this kayak because I wanted to get it, make sure that I can get it registered before I bought the motor. Now, I'm going to be putting an XI3 on this on the bow, and at first she was pressuring me to just like, oh, you need to buy the motor first, and I was like, dude, I want to get it registered before I put the motor on. And she was just like, how much does it cost? And then I just wrote it down how much it costs on Amazon. So depending on where you are, I guess, and who you talk to, you might have to have your motor already mounted onto the kayak. But for me, they're just like, how much did it cost? And that's it. That's cool. Also, I didn't mention this at the beginning, but you don't need to bring your boat in or your kayak in. I guess DMV doesn't really do the whole looking at your boat thing. That's something else. I think it's Coast Guard or something like that. All I do is they just give you the numbers for your kayak. So getting into fees, the upfront cost for me total was $266. 250 was to register the boat itself, and then another $16 for your muscle sticker. So if you're going to be bringing it out into the Delta, you need to buy a muscle sticker, and it's another 16 bucks. I'm not sure if that fee is different depending on what boat you have or what kayak or what motor you're putting on, but that's what I paid and that's what I did. Don't make the same mistakes as me. If you guys have any questions or concern, leave them down below. We're going to be doing a lot more fishing videos. I'm going to be getting this motor on soon. I'm going to do a walk around of the kayak as it is, as how I bought it soon. But aside from that, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.